Well, we know that the hot weather can certainly make for a fun time at the pool or lake, but there are also some dangers that can come along with the heat.
The Valley Today's Christy Larson joins us live from Sanford Health this morning with more on staying safe in the heat. Good morning, Christy.
Good morning, guys. Well, as you can see, I've got my protection on. I've got my sun hat on. I'm also playing a little bit of doctor this morning because one of the things that we want to remind people of is that there are some safety concerns when you're going outside, spending some time out in the heat. So we have John Beauclair here with us this morning, who's a doctor here at Sanford. And let's just start with some of those concerns. Once people are spending time, whether they're working or playing outside, you want to make sure, what's the number one thing? Hydration?
Hydration is the most important part of staying healthy when you're exposed to a significant amount of heat. And of course, it's important to wear a hat. Dr. Barbie here.
Well, I said I was out this weekend and I wore a hat, and it really did help because it's not so much to keep you cooler, but it will keep the sun off of you.
Yes, exactly. And the importance about staying hydrated is that it gives your body adequate amount of water because we perspire when we're out in the heat, and it's an important thing to avoid heat exhaustion and the other problems associated with exposure to heat.
And so if people are going to be outside, even if it's just for an hour, when we're going to be seeing those temps later this week in the upper 90s, you say, you know, it kind of depends on how much time and what activities you're doing out there, but how much water should we be taking in?
Well, it's excuse me. It's an important thing to be adequately hydrated throughout the day, and to start in the morning. I'm sorry. Excuse me. But because once your body is hydrated, you can tolerate a few hours outside, and people know they perspire and such, and that's the body's way of staying cool. And it's also important to wear a hat like you are doing, and also wear clothing that is looser fitting to allow air to move against the skin, to which is what that perspiration does to keep our bodies cooler.
I saw a lot of people this weekend fanning themselves as they were sitting out at the horse races, and thankfully we did have some of that breeze, but obviously it's some things that we need to be aware of as well. And guys, I've been working on drinking my water because even if you're going to be spending time indoors, you still need to stay hydrated. So we'll talk about some of those signs to look for as you do go outside. Maybe you are going to be doing some yard work. Maybe you're just going to be out with the kids running a sprinkler. Some of those signs and symptoms we need to keep an eye out for if we're starting to get the heat, if it's starting to kind of get to us a little bit. So we have that coming up in a little bit.
Not just ourselves, but our family too, whether it's your husband, wife, your kids. So good stuff. Christy Larson reporting live for us. Thank you.